You guys, what you do is just... No. No! Don't! Mercy!
Right time zone, I think.
Yeah. What about the place? You've never gotten both right.
Yes, well, it depends on what you mean by New York. Technically, we are in New York, that is the state. But if you're wondering about the city, we're in the suburbs, the outskirts of it.
Well, 7 out of 10's not that bad.
7 out of 10? I figured that was at least an 8. Hey, you try landing with a completely outdated TARDIS. I figured that if we didn't land anywhere remotely close to New York City, I'd have taken you to Marinus. Sea of Acid, sure, but not too bad. By my recollection, there's a nice little orienteering activity they've got.
I don't care about orienteering, Doctor, or a Sea of Acid. I just want to see a show on Broadway. How far away are we from the city?
Not much. Again, technicalities.
No technicalities, Doctor. How far?
About 50 or so kilometers.
50 kilometers?
Hey, it wasn't a precise answer. This is a record for me. The TARDIS's navigational circuit's been acting up recently, and I'm frankly surprised that I managed to land within a 100k radius of this place.
Well, can we just land any closer, and maybe we can get in the TARDIS and go somewhere else?
Okay then, Clara. But before we go, I wouldn't mind at least going for a walk around. Just look around you. A peaceful place and a peaceful time. What more could you ask for?
Well, a Broadway show for starters. A scorch mark?
This isn't a scorch mark. No, it's far more intriguing than that. And far more deadly. This degree of the mark on such a wall would indicate a very, very high level of energy concentration. An extreme level of concentration. In this time period, it's just not possible. The smell of it. It's familiar from... Got it! It's a Rendian firearm. It acts as a laser, but it projects a more highly concentrated beam of energy. Earth technology? Oh, no way. It couldn't develop to this level of sophistication until... the 24th century, let alone here in the mid-20th.
Like, for once, could it just be nothing? No aliens, no plot to wipe out the Earth?
No, this isn't just nothing, Clara. I swear we just can't seem to catch a break. Look, something very odd is going on around here. We need to check out this place a bit more before we leave. There could be something at work here.
We better not damage this one, boys. I swear.
Don't worry. It's all secure in the back.
It's just that we don't want another ruined one. We've had our heads on the chopping block enough times already.
Yeah, you blow your trumpet eyebrows.
Hey, boys. You think we could fit a couple more bodies in the back? You ready? Right. Fire!
Come on! Run, Clara!
Damn! Not again!
Clara! This body, not for running.
They might have gone in the park. Let's go after them.
They must have hid somewhere behind these bushes.
We'll split up. Use your heat sensors.
got to get out of here. They'll find us with that equipment in no time.
I found him.
Oh.
What? Wait, hold on.
What is it?
For a moment, I could have sworn it seemed like the old guy. He had two hearts.
He did have a girl with him. You could have seen them overlap each other and then seen two hearts.
No, they're side by side. Have a look for yourself.
No. All right, we'll go after him.
Doctor, thank God that's over.
No. I'd say thank the police. We might as well surrender. We've got nothing to hide.
Yeah, apart from the fact we're both time travelers from 60 years in the future.
Well, we can exclude some things.
Come out now and put your hands above your heads.
Sorry for the delay. I was a bit busy with some of my men. From time to time, it can get a bit hectic in this station. Joseph Marshall. I'm the supervisor of this police station.
I can see the sign, Captain. I can also see that you've been failing to maintain the peace in this area.
There's been quite a spike of criminal activity around these suburbs. Random innocent people have been taken off the streets, some even being taken out of their homes. It would have been smarter of you to stay inside.
Well, you see, we're rather new around here. I'm the doctor, and this is my assistant, Clara Oswald.
Hello.
We're detectives, sent over from Scotland Yard.
Here are our credentials, Captain.
Why are you guys over here?
We're here as part of an international officer exchange program thingy. But back to the point, Captain. We only just arrived in this neighborhood, and already we're being chased and shot at by gangsters.
Those men who are after you, they're part of the MARCHIONE crime family, a fairly minor crime group. They're led by Daniel and Robert Marchione.
Have you got any theories into why they're doing this?
We haven't gotten strong evidence supporting any of them. They target no specific streets, no specific types of people, and go for anybody.
Well, from what we've seen, I've come up with a very different theory for these kidnappings. One that might be quite hard to take in.
An alien force at work?
Just to clarify, are you being sarcastic or serious?
I know what you mean. Keep it from my guys. If they found this, God knows what would happen. This whole suburb would be turned inside out by the army.
When did you find this?
Oh, about a week ago, when we were scouting for possible hideouts for the Marchiones.
Have you fired it yet?
I've tried to, but it seems to be faulty.
You mind if I have a look, though?
Very well, then.
Well, I was right. This is a Rendian firearm. It's actually 23rd century, but I guess you can't be right all the time. The trigger. The reason you can fire this gun, Captain, is because of the fact it works on DNA identification system. His or her DNA is embedded into the mechanisms of this gun. Nope. The sonic can't disable the function. I have equipment in my TARDIS which can isolate the user's genetic information and scan for the presence of them within a 200-mile radius.
What's a TARDIS?
Never mind about that, Captain. You'll see for yourself. Do you have any leads to where this Marchione gang operate?
We have considered and searched through numerous different locations, but so far we found nothing suspicious in any of them. The place which received the most calls was an abandoned factory about 5 minutes away. It closed down over a decade ago.
Au contraire, Captain.
Boss, we need to talk.
Well, can't you wait?
Sorry, sir, but there's something we need to talk about.
When we were going around, right, searching for more people, we found two people walking in the streets, an old guy and a young girl. We had chased them to a park where we lost them. Then the cops came.
Now is that what you wanted to tell me? About your failure to capture two potential subjects off the streets?
No, boss. There was something not quite right about one of them. We were using our heat sensors to search for the two, and the old guy, he looked like he had two hearts.
The two could have overlapped each other, giving the impression of a person with two hearts?
No, boss. They weren't overlapping each other. See? No distortion, no overlapping. It's the real thing.
Interesting. That is most interesting. So it is as you say, a man with two hearts. That means there's another non-human presence in the area, an alien. Gentlemen, it seems we have company.
Like the smell, it's a bit pungent.
A bit?
Bit more than a bit, let's just say. By coming down here, it's possible we can take the Marchiones by surprise. See what they're up to. I sure hope you got your gun, Captain. If they find us, I doubt they're going to take any risks letting the little secret out to the... What was that?
What in the name?
Oh, it's too late. The death, the devastation.
Whatever happened to this poor chap was done deliberately. Someone or something mutilated him, and he was completely helpless.
What's the task, boss?
Gentlemen, the aliens you detected, I have located his ship. I need you to go over to it and analyze its engine system. His ship is in Sector D4. Get there as quick as possible and compile as much information on it as you can.
Very good. Would you like us to try and bring it back?
No, not right now. Not right now.
Yes, boss.
But how could you tell, though? There might have been a freak accident nearby, an explosion or something.
The burns on his body were not inflicted by a mere explosion. They were chemical. There were various freak deformities all over his body, from chemicals, viruses, bacteria, the lot. I saw on his body several small incisions and jabs made into the skin, like massive syringe marks, as if he'd been injected with something. I need to analyze this gun before we can get any further in uncovering this. We need to get to the TARDIS first.
What does this TARDIS look like?
Most likely not what you would expect, Captain.
Is this what you call a spaceship? A police public callbacks?
Robert, what did you say?
This ship, boss. It's a big blue wooden box.
I don't get how this registered on your little gadget says alien. Looks French.
It really is him. Destroy the lock and head inside of the ship. Then set your watches to scan. I need to see what we can salvage. Maintain further contact. I will soon show you how to operate this vessel so you can bring it back to me.
Okay, boss.
Right. The lock seems the smartest way to go. We're in, boys. You're that freak with the two hearts.
You're that freak with the one heart. How do you think I feel? I'd rather be called the Doctor, by the way. You must be the Marchiones. Welcome to my TARDIS. It's very nice of you to let yourselves in and be my guests. Ah, these are no ordinary guns you're holding, are they? They're not even from this planet. No offense, but none of yous could create something like this. Somebody else, somebody who is not from this planet, has created these weapons and is using you all to kidnap innocent people off the streets. So you might as well tell me who you all working for.
That's none of your business, Doc. Tell us why you've come here, or else.
Well, to be honest, I never came here looking for trouble, although I do always end up finding a truckload of it. We came here looking for a Broadway show, but unfortunately, we stumbled upon you guys.
Don't kid around me, Doc.
Or else what? I'll be sleeping with the fishes? Bit cliche. But anyway, even if you did attempt to fire your gun, it wouldn't work. This ship has what's called a state of temporal grace, meaning that no weapons whatsoever can be fired within its walls. So essentially, you're all powerless. But us, however, we have the full advantage. Give me your gun, Captain.
What?
I said, give me your gun. Loaded. Loaded. 5 bullets, 1 for each of your heads, and 1 extra for the most good-looking. The TARDIS can't stop a weapon this primitive from being fired, so it can be used. Now, we saw a man in the sewers. He was completely deformed. Burns everywhere. It was done deliberately. Explain.
He was a result of one of the trials.
He's a human being, for God's sake, not some lab rat.
You don't have to tell us what your plans are, for now. We'll find that out sooner or later anyway, but you will give us a location of your base. Don't provoke me, I warn you. Never underestimate what a Scot with a blue box can do. So, answer us this. Is your base of operations that abandoned factory in the outskirts of this area?
Yes.
Can we find your leader there?
Yeah.
That's all you needed to say? Blimey, it took you a long time to say yes.
Computer, Trial 3 of experimentation with substance G6I enterondiazine is complete. Document?
Affirmative.
In conclusion, the trials prove that this substance is only moderately effective in human deterioration and death, 69% efficiency. Now I shall commence the next set of trials with substance G6J, Muracco and Heidger. Alien spacecraft detected within the complex. He has arrived. The fly has entered the spider's web, too curious for his own good.
Clever place to hide out. Even cleverer if you're alien. An alien won't just be hiding in open sight. That's why you and your men never caught anybody. They're geniuses at hiding in here. One step ahead of your lot.
Hey!
What was that for, you idiot?
Freedom is the last thing these bastards will ever get. Weren't you just holding them up before?
I was never actually going to...
Hello, Doctor. I welcomed you here.
Thanks for the invitation. Who is this?
An admirer.
Well, as flattered as I am, this isn't a time to deviate from what we're really here for.
You won't even make it down the corridor, Doctor. That is, if you do not let my men go. The ventilation system of this factory is filled with enough poison gas, fatal enough to kill a man with only 3 seconds of exposure. Human or Time Lord.
Oh, Time Lord, eh? You've been doing your research. And presumably, in that research, you know the stories about me. What I've done.
More than anyone else. Now make your choice.
Very well, then. Off you pop. Now, let's cut this delaying. Putting it off. Cowering behind your little speakers and cameras. Come on out now, so I can see you. I'm more of a face-to-face kind of person.
Go down the corridor. Turn right and continue until you reach the end of that corridor. From there, walk through the wall.
What the hell?
Oh, I see. See? Told you. They never just hide in a locked room. It always has to be all complicated and showy.
Doctor, this man, he's still alive.
Chemical burns, injection marks, same fate as the poor man in the sewers. This place is a lab, one of the worst kind. Oh, I'm so sorry. The amount of suffering this person would have experienced. Now I'm going to end it.
Doctor.
This is utterly and totally evil!
Frankly, that line has come to lose its edge over the years.
Who are you?
I thought you'd do better than this. Old, yes, but you were never stupid. It's your best enemy, your admirer, your master.